Hello everyone, this is Jyoti Beniwal and today we are going to discuss day 3 of our Lipin Code series. So here are the questions. So let's start with this question. When providing care to the client who has undergone a DNC after a spontaneous abortion, the nurse administers hydroxyzine as prescribed. What is the expected outcome of this drug? So you have four options on the screen and let me know the correct answer. What can be the effect of this drug? So क्या करती है हाइड्रोक्सिन? So answer number 1 will be the correct. It decreases nausea and vomiting. Now let's discuss the next question. On entering the room of client who has undergone a DNC for a spontaneous abortion, the nurse finds that the client crying. Which comment by the nurse would be most appropriate? So what can be the right answer of this question? Answer number 3 will be the correct. I'm truly sorry you lost your baby. Let's discuss the next question. A multi-gravid client who stands for long period while walking in a factory visit the prenatal clinic at 35 week of gestation stating the varicose vein in my legs have really been bothering me lately. Which instruction by the nurse would be most helpful? So you have four options on the screen. What can be the right answer of this question? So read the question and let me know the correct answer. So answer number 2 will be the correct. Take frequent rest periods with the leg elevated above the hip side. So उसको frequent rest के लिए हम बोलेंगे and leg elevation के लिए. Now next question 104 on the screen. A primary gravid client at 8 weeks of gestation tells the nurse that since having had sexual relationships with a new partner 2 weeks ago, she has noticed flu-like symptom in large lymph node cluster of vesicles on her vagina. The nurse refers the client to HCP because the nurse suspect which sexually transmitted infection. So ये sign and symptom कौन से infection के हो सकते हैं? So what can be the right answer of this question? The right answer will be herpes genitalis. So ये sign and symptom इस condition में हमको देखने को मिलता है females के अंदर. Now next question, you can see on the screen, the nurse is caring for 24-year-old primary gravid client scheduled for emergency surgery because of probable ectopic pregnancy. What is the most important thing for the nurse to do? Read all the options carefully. What can be the right answer of this question? So answer number 1 will be the correct. Prepare to witness and inform consent for the surgery. So सबसे पहले हमको consent sign कराना है patient से. Next is managing care quality and safety for childbearing clients. So इसका पहला question है 106. The nurse is reviewing results for the client who are having antenatal testing. The assessment data for the client warrant promote notification of HCP and further plan of care. So we have four options. What can be the right answer of this question? So answer number 2 will be the correct. Multigravida who has positive oxytocin challenge test. इसका मतलब कि जो बेबी है मदर के अंदर उसको ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिल रही है, उसको कॉन्ट्रैक्शन के दौरान एक्सप्लोरेशन वाली कंडीशन आ ही नहीं रही, उसको एज कॉन्ट्रैक्शन पे ऑक्सीजन ज़्यादा मिलनी चाहिए बेबी को, बट अगर नहीं मिल रही है तो उस कंडीशन में हमको एचसीपी को बताना है. Now next question 107. A client asked the nurse why taking folic acid is so important before and during the pregnancy. What should the nurse tell? So this is very easy question and you have four options. So folic acid क्यों लेना चाहिए? So answer number 1 will be the correct answer. Folic acid is important in preventing neural tube defects in newborn. Now next question 108. The nurse is assigned to obstetrical triage area. When beginning the assignment, the nurse is given a report about 4 clients waiting to be seen. Place the clients in order in which the nurse should see them. All must be used. तो हमको order बताना है कि पहले client कौन से client को हम देखेंगे. So ये order होगा. सबसे पहले हम इस क्लाइंट को देखेंगे. अ सिंगल मदर हैज 4 month postpartum fearful of shaking when the baby cries. इसका मतलब है कि शायद उसको पोस्टपार्टम डिप्रेशन की कंडीशन आ सकती है. तो इस कंडीशन में हमको मदर को असेस करना है कि डिप्रेशन की वजह से बेबी को कोई हार्म ना हो जाए या फिर वो बेबी को नेग्लेक्ट ना कर दे. उसके बाद हम फोर्थ को देखेंगे. एन एंटीनेटल क्लाइंट एट 16 week of gestation who has occasional pain on her left side radiating from symphysis to her fundus. उसके बाद आंसर फर्स्ट होगा. अ प्राइमरी ग्रेविड क्लाइंट एट 10 week of gestation stating she is not well with nausea and vomiting. ये तो वैसे आता ही आता है इस टाइम पे, नोजिया, वोमिटिंग, यूरिन फ्रीक्वेंसी. बट अगर ये बहुत ज्यादा सीवियर अमाउंट में हो रहा है तो हमको देखने की जरूरत है. Lastly होगा आंसर नंबर 2. A multiparous client at 32 weeks of gestation asking for assistance finding new primary HCP. तो उसको सिर्फ असिस्टेंस चाहिए, उसको कोई मेडिकल प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. तो सेकंड ऑप्शन जो होगा वो उसको हम लास्ट में चेक करेंगे. Now next question. The nurse is working in an ambulatory obstetric settings. What are emphasized client safety procedures for this setting? Select all that apply. सो इट्स अगेन अ स्टार्टर क्वेश्चन जिसमें से हमको मोर देन वन ऑप्शन को टिक करना है. सो क्या आंसर होगा? आंसर नंबर 1 होगा हैंड वॉशिंग और एंटीसेप्टिक यूज व्हेन एंटरिंग और लीविंग द रूम. यस. आंसर नंबर 2, यूज ऑफ 2 clients आइडेंटिफायर्स व्हेन इनिशिएटिंग कॉन्टैक्ट विद द क्लाइंट. हमको पहले चेक करना है कि हम सही क्लाइंट के साथ हैं या नहीं. थर्ड होगा आंसर यूज ऑफ सम एब्रिविएशंस एज इन द हॉस्पिटल सेटिंग. 4. Conducting procedure verification asking the client name procedure to be performed. So ये 4 options answer होंगे. Now let's see the next questions. Okay. So let's do the test 2 complications of pregnancy. इसके अंदर क्लिम्शिया प्रीक्लिम्शिया के क्वेश्चन हमको देखने को मिलेंगे. Okay, so let's start. A 32 years old multigravida returns to the clinic for a routine prenatal visit at 36 week of gestation. The assessment during the visit include BP that is high 140 by 90, pulse 80 beats per minute, respiratory rate is 16 beats per minute. What further information should the nurse obtain to determine if the client is becoming pre-eclamptic? तो क्या ऐसा सिम्टम्स आना चाहिए जिससे हमको लगेगा कि हाँ क्लाइंट को प्री इक्लिम्शिया हो सकता है? दैट इज प्रोटीन्यूरिया. अगर प्रोटीन यूरिन के अंदर आ रहे हैं तो इट कैन बी अ साइन एंड सिम्टम ऑफ eclampsia. Now next question. The nurse instruct a pre-eclamptic client about monitoring the movements of the fetus to determine fetal well-being. Which statement by the client indicates that she needs further instruction about when to call the HCP concerning fetal movement? So किस condition में हम HCP को कॉल करेंगे? Read the question carefully and let me know the right answer. So answer number 4 will be the correct. If the fetus movement more than 3 times an hour, अगर वो ज़्यादा हो जाती है तो हम इसको रिस्क में रखेंगे मतलब बेबी को और हम HCP को बताएंगे. Now next question, that is answer number 4. A 29-year-old multigravida at 27 week of gestation is being treated for severe pre-eclampsia and has magnesium sulfate infusion, जो कि हम प्रीक्लेम्शिया में देते हैं at 3 gram per hour, which is a priority intervention to maintain safety of this client. So क्या हम कर सकते हैं पेशेंट की सेफ्टी के लिए? Answer number 3 will be the correct. Assess reflexes, clonal visual disturbance and headache. अगर पेशेंट की रिफ्लेक्सेस कम हो जाती हैं या फिर बिल्कुल ही खत्म हो जाते हैं रिफ्लेक्सेस, इसका मतलब उसको मैग्नीशियम टॉक्सिसिटी हो गई है। तो अगर पेशेंट को मैग्नीशियम जा रहा है तो हमको टॉक्सिसिटी साइन को असेस करना जरूरी है। Now next question. At 32 week of gestation, a 15-year-old primary gravid client who is 5 feet 2 inches has gained 20 lb weight with 0.45 kg gain in last 2 weeks. Urinalysis reveals negative glucose and trace of proteins. The nurse should advise the client that which factor increases her risk of pre-eclampsia. तो इन फैक्टर्स में से कौन सा फैक्टर हो सकता है जो कि प्री एक्लेम्शिया के रिस्क को इंक्रीज करेगा? सो आंसर नंबर 3 विल बी द करेक्ट, दैट इज एडोलेसेंट्स एज ग्रुप. Now next question 6. After instructing a primary gravid client at 36 week of gestation about how preeclampsia can affect the client and growing fetus, the nurse realized that the client need additional instruction when she says that preeclampsia can lead to which problem? So you have four option. So कौन सी प्रॉब्लम को preeclampsia लीड करेगा? So what can be the right answer? सो हमको इंस्ट्रक्शन देने की कब जरूरत पड़ेगी? व्हेन शी इज हाइड्रोसेफेलिक इन्फेंट, मतलब कंजेनाइटल एबनॉर्मलिटीज के साथ बेबी पैदा होगा। अगर वो ये कहती है कि कंजेनाइटल एबनॉर्मलिटी के साथ बेबी पैदा हो जाएगा, अगर प्रीक्लेम्शिया हो गया तो उसको इंस्ट्रक्शन की जरूरत है। नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन 7. A nurse is complaining a prenatal assessment on a woman who has 28 weeks pregnant with gestational hypertension. Which findings should report it to the healthcare provider? साटा क्वेश्चन है। सो कौन कौन सी फाइंडिंग्स को हम रिपोर्ट करेंगे? सो 1, 3 एंड 4। सो ये सारे जो साइन एंड सिम्टम्स हैं वो प्रीक्लेम्शिया के सिम्टम्स हो सकते हैं। गेस्टेशनल हाइपरटेंशन ज्यादा बढ़ रही तो ये सिम्टम्स आएंगे, तो इस टाइम पे हमको रिपोर्ट करना है हेल्थ केयर प्रोवाइडर को। Now next question. When teaching a multigravid client diagnosed with mild preeclampsia about nutritional need, the nurse should discuss which type of diet. So what can be the right answer? Preeclampsia के पेशेंट को न्यूट्रिशनल नीड्स के लिए अगर हमको बताना है तो कौन से डाइट हम उनको रिकमेंड कर सकते हैं? तो आंसर विल बी रेगुलर डाइट. Now next question, ninth question. A women with preeclampsia is receiving magnesium sulfate via infusion at 1 gram per hour. The nurse assessment includes temperature, respiration, BP, urine output that is 90 ml in last 4 hours via urinary catheter. Reflexes absent हो गई हैं. Ankle cone is absent, fetal heart rate is 120 beats per minute, and cervix dilation is 80% affected, station 1. So which is the most appropriate action at this time? इस क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है कि रिफ्लेक्सेस एब्सेंट हो रही है, एंकल कोनस एब्सेंट हो गया, दैट मीन्स कि रिफ्लेक्सेस कम हो रही है तो मैग्नीशियम टॉक्सिसिटी पेशेंट को हो रही है. सो व्हाट कैन बी द राइट आंसर? आंसर नंबर 3 विल बी द करेक्ट. डिसकंटिन्यू द मैग्नीशियम सल्फेट इन्फ्यूजन एंड नोटिफाई द हेल्थ केयर प्रोवाइडर. So let's see the next question. A primary gravid client at 38 week of gestation diagnosed with mild preeclampsia called the clinic nurse to say that she had a continuous headache for past 2 days. By nausea, the nurse client does not want to take aspirin. What should the nurse tell the client? सो इस कंडीशन में अगर वो एस्पिरिन लेने से मना कर रही है तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? सो रीड ऑल द ऑप्शन केयरफुली and let me know the right answer. So answer number second will be the correct. I think the HCP should see you today. Can you go to the clinic this morning? तो हमको उसको हेल्थ केयर प्रोवाइडर को रेफर कर देंगे. So जो भी वो रेकमेंड करेंगे वो हम फॉलो अप करेंगे. Now next question. When the nurse is preparing the room for admission of multi-gravid client at 36 week of gestation diagnosed with severe preeclampsia, which item is most important for the client to obtain? So किसी को डायग्नोस हुआ सीवियर प्री तो क्या चीज हमको ऑब्टेन करनी चाहिए? सो आंसर नंबर 4 विल बी द करेक्ट, दैट इज पैडिंग फॉर द साइड रेल्स. क्योंकि किसी को प्री है तो उसको सीजर्स भी आ सकते हैं. तो अगर पेशेंट को सीजर्स आएंगे तो उसको कोई इंजरी ना हो, इसलिए हमको साइड रेल्स को पैड करना है. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. A client who is 34 weeks pregnant is admitted to the labor and birth room with a diagnosis of preeclampsia. The client's vital signs are BP is 149/52, pulse is 62 beats per minute, 18 beats per minute is respiration, temperature is 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. What will be the priority intervention? So क्या intervention हमको करने चाहिए? So answer number 1 will be the correct. Encourage the client to lie in lateral position. It will help to reduce the symptoms and peak. Now next question 13. For the client who is receiving intravenous magnesium sulfate for severe preeclampsia, which assessment finding would alert the nurse to suspect hypermagnesium? सो हम प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में भी देख सकते हैं कि अगर मैग्नीशियम टॉक्सिसिटी है तो क्या साइन एंड सिम्टम आता ही आता है, दैट इज डिक्रीज डीप टेंडन रिफ्लेक्स. सो फर्स्ट विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर. Let's read the question number 14. A client at 28 weeks of gestation presents to emergency department with a splitting headache. What action are initiated indicated by the nurse at this time? It's again a SATA question, so select one option more than one option you have to take. So answer number 2, 3 and 4 will be the correct. Assess the client for vision changes. Obtain a known stress test. Assess the client reflexes. क्योंकि हमको मैग्नीशियम जब चल रहा है तो रिफ्लेक्सेस तो हमको देखने ही जरूरी है. बेबी को ऑक्सीजन मिल रही है नहीं ये भी देखना जरूरी है. और विजन प्रॉब्लम और एपिगैस्ट्रिक प्रॉब्लम हम चेक करेंगे. Now next question, that is 15. Which outcome would the nurse identify as priority to achieve when developing the plan for primary gravid client at 38 week of gestation who is hospitalized with severe preeclampsia and receiving intravenous magnesium sulfate? So what can be the right answer of this question? Absence of anesthesia activity during the first 48 hours. तो ये ही हमको गोल अचीव करना है. Now next 16th question. The nurse is administering intravenous magnesium sulfate as prescribed for a client at 34 week of gestation with severe preeclampsia. What are the desired outcome of this therapy? It's again a SATA question and you have to select more than one option. 1, 5th and 6th are the correct answer. Magnesium level इतना होना चाहिए, so this is the desired outcome. Deep tendon reflex absent नहीं होने चाहिए. Positive 2 means good deep tendon reflex. And temperature, pulse and respiratory rate भी normally maintain होना चाहिए. Now next question 17. Soon after admission of primary gravid client at 38 week of gestation with severe preeclampsia, the primary healthcare provider prescribes a continuous IV infusion of 5% dextrose in Ringer solution and 4 gram of magnesium sulfate. While the medication is being administered, which assessment finding should be the nurse report immediately? So it's a good question. So क्या आंसर हो सकता है इसका? So answer number 1 will be the correct answer. अगर respiratory rate decrease हो रहा है during the administration of medication, so उस condition में हम report करेंगे. Now next question 18. As a nurse enters the room of a newly admitted primary gravid client diagnosed with severe preeclampsia, the client begins to experience a seizure. Which action should we take first? अगर पेशेंट को सीजर्स आ रहे हैं तो हमको सबसे पहले क्या करना चाहिए? क्या प्रिंसिपल्स होंगे इमरजेंसी के? आंसर नंबर 3 विल बी द करेक्ट. कॉल फॉर इमीडिएट असिस्टेंस. सबसे पहले हमको इमरजेंसी कॉल करना है कि ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है ताकि आपके पास हेल्प आ सके जल्दी से जल्दी. Now 19th question. After administering hydrazine 5 mg IV as prescribed for primary gravid client with severe preeclampsia at 39 week of gestation, the nurse should assess the client for which complication? क्या कॉम्प्लिकेशन होती है हाइड्राजिलिन की? दैट इज टैकिकार्डिया. Next question. A primary gravid client with severe preeclampsia exhibited hyperactive, very brisk pelter reflexes with two bits of ankle clonus present. How does the nurse document this Taylor reflexes? कैसे हम लिखेंगे अगर वो present हैं तो? So answer number 4 will be the correct, that is positive 4. Let's discuss the next question. A 16-year-old primary gravid client at 37 weeks of gestation with severe preeclampsia is in early active labor. The client's blood pressure is 164 by 1110, that is high. Which finding would be alert the nurse that the client may be about to experiencing a seizure? तो किस चीज से हमको ये लग सकता है कि सीजर्स आ सकते हैं क्लाइंट को? सो आंसर विल बी एपिगेस्ट्रिक पेन. सो अगर एपिगेस्ट्रिक पेन है, एक्यूट है राइट क्वाड्रेंट में, तो इससे क्या होगा? इक्लिम्शिया और सीजर आने के लिए हमको लग सकता है कि हाँ उसको सीजर्स आ सकते हैं. Now next question, that is 22. Following an eclamptic seizure, the nurse should assess the client for which complication? Seizures के बाद. That is uterine contractions. Now let's discuss the pregnant client with a chronic hypertensive disorder. 23rd question. An obese 36-old multi-gravid client at 32 week of gestation has a history of chronic hypertension. She was treated with methyl-dopa before becoming pregnant. When counseling the client about diet during the pregnancy, the nurse realized that the client needed additional instruction when she says which instructions. So read all the options carefully and let me know the correct answer. So answer number 1 will be the correct. I need to reduce my calories intake to 1200 calories per day. कभी भी प्रेगनेंसी के अंदर हम कैलोरी रिडक्शन नहीं कर सकते और ना ही हम एडवाइस करेंगे क्योंकि इससे इन्फेंट की हेल्थ के ऊपर असर पड़ सकता है. Now next is 24th question. After instructing a multi-gravid client at 10 weeks of gestation diagnosed with chronic hypertension about the need for frequent prenatal visits, the nurse determined that the instruction have been successful when the client make which instruction? Read all the options and let me know the right answer. So answer number 2 will be the correct. I need close monitoring because I may have small for gestational age infant. Now next question. After the nursery enforced the danger sign to report with a gravida 2 client at 32 week of gestation with elevated blood pressure, which client statement would demonstrate understanding of when to call the HCP office? It's a SATA question. So किन किन कंडीशन में हम डॉक्टर को कॉल कर सकते हैं? सो आपको एक से ज्यादा ऑप्शन को चूज करना है। सो क्या क्या आंसर होगा इसका? 2, 3 and 6 will be the correct answer. If I see any bleeding, even if I have no pain. Third will be if I have pounding headache that will not go away, जो कि ठीक ही नहीं हो रहा. Sixth, if my baby seems to be more active than usual. So इन conditions के अंदर हमको HCP को कॉल करना है. Now next is the pregnant client with third trimester bleeding. The client presents to obstetrics unit with no prenatal care and painless bright red vaginal bleeding. Which instruction are indicated? कौन कौन से हम इंटरवेंशन करेंगे अगर पेशेंट को ऐसी ब्लीडिंग हो रही है तो? किस चीज की इंडिकेशन है? दैट इज प्लेसेंटा प्रीविया. तो इस कंडीशन में हम क्या करेंगे? अप्लाई एन एक्सटर्नल फीटल मॉनिटरिंग एंड कंप्लीटिंग अ फीटल असेसमेंट. कि फीटस को तो कुछ नहीं हुआ है, तो हमको ये चीज करनी है, फीटल मूवमेंट वगैरह असेस करनी है, फीटस को मॉनिटर करना है, क्योंकि ये केस प्लेसेंटा प्रीविया का है. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द नर्स इज केयरिंग फॉर अ 22-year old G2P2 client who has disseminated intravascular coagulation after delivering a dead fetus. Which finding is highest priority to report to the HCP? So कौन सी finding को हम report करेंगे? So answer number 3 will be the correct. Urinary output of 25 ml in past hour. So इस condition में अगर यूरिन आउटपुट तेज हो रहा है तो हमको रिपोर्ट करना है. Now next question, that is 28. A 24-year client with G3, T1, P1, A1, L1 at 32 weeks of gestation is admitted to the hospital because of vaginal bleeding. After reviewing the client history, the factor might lead to the nurse to suspect abruptio placenta. कौन सा ऐसा फैक्टर होगा जिससे हमको सस्पेक्ट होगा कि abruptio placenta का केस है ये? So choose the right answer. So answer number 4 will be the correct answer. वैसे तो ब्रिप्शो प्लेसेंटा का कोज अननोन है, हमको नहीं मालूम कि किस वजह से ही वो हो सकता है, पर अगर पेशेंट को केन यूज कर रहा है, कोई अल्कोहल ज्यादा ले रहा है, तो उस कंडीशन में हम मान सकते हैं दैट कैन बी अ रीजन ऑफ दिस कंडीशन. Now 29th question. When caring for a multi-gravid client admitted to the hospital with vaginal bleeding at 38 weeks of gestation, the nurse should anticipate administering IV which therapeutic agent if the client developed DIC, that is disseminated intravascular coagulation. So आंसर वेरी क्लियर है. So क्या होगा इसका आंसर? So we answer number 2 will be the correct answer. Fresh frozen platelets हम उसको इंड्यूस करेंगे इस कंडीशन को ठीक करने के लिए, क्योंकि ये हुआ ही किस वजह से है? डिक्रीज होने की वजह से प्लेटलेट्स. Now 30th question. When the nurse is assessing a 34-year-old multi-gravid client at 34 weeks of gestation experiencing moderate vaginal bleeding, which symptom would most likely alert the nurse that placenta previa is present? So किस symptom से हमको पता लगेगा? Read all the option and let me know the correct answer. So answer number 1 will be the correct, that is painless vaginal bleeding. So किसका इंडिकेशन होता है? प्लेसेंटा प्रीविया का. Now 31st question. Following a cesarean birth for abruptio placenta, a multi-gravid client tell the nurse, I feel like such a failure. None of my other births were like this. Which factor is most important for the nurse to consider when responding to the client? So read out the option. What can be the right answer? Answer number 3 will be the correct. The client's feeling of grief is a normal reaction. Now, next question. A client has received epidural anesthesia to control pain during a vaginal birth. Place an X cover the highest point on the body location at the level of anesthesia expected for a vaginal birth will be. It will be at the level of umbilicus. Now, question 33. Which action should the nurse take first when admitting a multigravid client at 36 weeks of gestation with the probable diagnosis of abruptio placenta? So read all the options. So हम क्या करेंगे? Insert a large gauge intravenous catheter. अगर हम किसी मल्टीग्रेविडा को एडमिट कर रहे हैं जिसको अब्रप्शो प्लेसेंटा है तो उसको पहले हम आईवी कैथेटर यूज देंगे ताकि आपको कोई मेडिकेशन देनी है या कुछ भी तो वो हम दे सकें. The pregnant client with preterm labor के question हम देखते हैं. Now let's say the question number 34. HCP has determined that the preterm labor client at 34 week of gestation has no fetal fibrinogen present. Based on this finding, the nurse would anticipate which other client's finding with the next week. क्या हो सकता है इस कंडीशन के अंदर? तो रिस्क किस चीज का होगा किस चीज का नहीं होगा इसके अंदर? The client will not develop a preterm labor will be the right answer. Now next question. The nurse is discussing preterm labor in prenatal classes. After a class, a client asks the nurse to identify again the nursing strategy to prevent a preterm labor. The client needs further instruction when she says which statement. So कौन से statement से हम उसको further instruct करने की जरूरत होगी? Direct answer will be 4 because she says cutting back on my smoking will not help my baby. So this is a false statement and we have to instruct the client further. Now let's see question number 36. Which statement by the client indicates an understanding of teaching regarding the use of corticosteroids during preterm labor? So read all the option and let me know the right answer. The correct answer will be 2. If she says the corticosteroids may help my baby's lung mature, so this is the right answer. Corticosteroids हम देते हैं तो baby के lung mature हो जाते हैं. So this is the true statement. Now next question 37. In which maternal location would the nurse place the ultrasound transistor of an electronic fetal rate monitor if the fetus at 34 week of gestation and left occipital anterior position बेबी की है तो हम किस पोजीशन में रखेंगे अल्ट्रासाउंड ट्रांजिस्टर को? नाउ रीड ऑल द ऑप्शंस एंड लेट मी नो द करेक्ट आंसर. So answer number 3 will be the correct below the umbilicus on left side क्योंकि उसके लेफ्ट और सीपिटो एंटीरियर पोजीशन है तो हमको लेफ्ट साइड रखना है umbilicus से थोड़ा नीचे. Let's read the next question. When preparing a multigravid client at 34 week of gestation experiencing preterm labor for the sake of test performed on amniotic fluid, the nurse would instruct the client that the test is done to evaluate the maturity of which fetal system. So what can be the right answer? That is pulmonary or lungs. So lungs maturity हम इसमें check करते हैं. So next are the pregnant client with premature rupture of membranes. The nurse is planning care for a multigravid client hospitalized at 36 weeks of gestation with confirmed rupture of membranes with no evidence of labor. Which presentation prescription would the nurse anticipate from the HCP? So answer number 3 will be the correct vaginal culture of Neisseria gonorrhea. So इस कंडीशन के अंदर हम टेस्टिंग करेंगे कि इसके पॉजिटिव होने की वजह से कहीं मेम्ब्रेन रप्चर तो नहीं हो गई. Now next question. 14th question. A multi-gravid client at 34 week of gestation visit the hospital because she suspects that her water has broken. After testing the leaking fluid with nitrogen paper, the nurse confirmed that the client's membrane have ruptured when the paper turned which color? तो कौन सा कलर आएगा अगर मेम्ब्रेन रप्चर होने का इसके फ्लूइड को हम असेस करते हैं तो? So the answer number will be 3 blue because of alkaline reaction. So alkaline होने की वजह से वो जो पेपर होगा वो ब्लू के अंदर टर्न हो जाएगा. So next question. A primary gravid client at 30 weeks of gestation has admitted the hospital with premature rupture of membrane without contraction. Her cervix is 2 centimeter dilated and 50% effaced. Which factor is most important for the nurse to assess next? So nurse क्या assess करेगी? So answer number 4 will be the correct answer, that is temperature, because of that it can be a sign and symptoms of infection. तो infection हो सकता है अगर temperature raised है, बढ़ गया है temperature, तो that means कि patient को infection भी हो गया है. So हम assess करेंगे infection. Now next question. A multi-gravid client at 34 week of gestation with premature rupture of membrane tests positive for group-based streptococcus. The client is having contractions every 4 to 6 minutes. Her vital signs are BP is normal, temperature is 37.8 degrees Celsius, pulse is 100 beats per minute, and respirations are also normal. Which medication would the nurse expect the HCP will prescribe in this condition? That is IV penicillin. Next question is, a primary gravid client at 36 weeks of gestation with premature rupture of membrane is to be discharged home on bed rest with follow by the nurse. After instruction about the care while at home, which client statement indicate the effective teaching? So what can be the right answer? Answer number 4 will be the correct. I should contact the HCP if my temperature increases 100.4 डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट और हायर बिकॉज दिस इज साइन एंड सिम्टम ऑफ इन्फेक्शन. अगर ये उनको देखने को मिलता है तो उनको हेल्थ केयर प्रोवाइडर को विजिट करना चाहिए. Now next question. A primary gravid client at 34 week of gestation is experiencing contraction every 3 to 4 minutes lasting for 35 seconds. Her cervix is 2 centimeter dilated and 50% effaced. While the nurse is assessing the client's vital signs, the client says, I think my bag of water just broke. Which intervention would the nurse do first? So read all the option and let me know the correct answer. So क्या चीज priority हो सकती है इन options में से? So option number 1 will be the correct. Check the status of fetal heart rate. So अगर amniotic fluid rupture हो गया तो हमारी priority तो यही है कि हम fetal health को check करें, fetus monitoring करें. So next question, that is the pregnant client with diabetic mellitus. So let's see this question. An antenatal clinic nurse is educating a client with gestational diabetes soon after diagnosis. The evaluation of client session which include which outcome? So it's again a SATA question. So क्या outcome हमको देखने को मिल सकता है? So answer number 1, 2, 3, 4 will not be the answer and 5 will be the answer. The client said the need of maintain blood glucose level between 70 to 110, that is normal. The client described her planned walking program while pregnant. The client will strive to maintain hemoglobin AICO more than 6%. And fifth will be also the answer. The client will continue taking the prenatal vitamins like iron and other folic acids. So now next question. A 27-year-old primary gravid client with insulin-dependent diabetes at 34 weeks of gestation undergoes a known stress test, the result of which are document are reactive. So known stress test is reactive. What should be the nurse tell the client that the test result indicate? So read all the options and let me know the right answer. So positive non-stress test है तो that indicate fetal well-being, मतलब fetus normal healthy है. Now next question. A primary gravid client with insulin-dependent diabetes tell the nurse that the contraction stress test performed earlier in a day was suspicious. The nurse interprets this result as showing fetal heart rate pattern. So answer number 3 will be the correct answer. Inconsistent late declarations. Now next question is, which statement about a fetal biophysical profile would be incorporated into the teaching plan for a primary gravid client with insulin dependent diabetes? So you have four options. So what can be the right answer? So answer number 2 will be the correct. It is non-invasive using real-time ultrasound. So बायोफिजिकल प्रोफाइल क्या होता है? ये नॉन इन्वेजिव रियल टाइम अल्ट्रासाउंड होता है जो फीटल हेल्थ को चेक करने के लिए हम करते हैं. So now next question, that is 49. A 30-year-old multi-gravid client at 8 week gestation has a history of insulin-dependent diabetes since age of 20. When explaining about her importance of blood glucose level control during pregnancy, the nurse should tell the client that which will occur regarding the client insulin needs during the first trimester. So इंसुलिन का क्या करना चाहिए हमको अगर मदर डायबिटिक है फर्स्ट ट्राइमेस्टर के अंदर? So answer number 2 will be the correct. They will decrease. So we have to decrease the insulin. Now 50th question. The nurse explains the complication of pregnancy that occur with diabetes for primary gravid client at 10 week of gestation who has 5-year history of insulin dependent diabetes, which complication if stated by the client indicates the need for further teaching. So I have four options. What can be the right answer? So answer number second will be the correct. If she's saying twin to twin transfusion, अगर उसको गेस्टेशनल डायबिटीज है तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि उसको ट्विंस हो जाएंगे. सो दिस इज द फोर्थ स्टेटमेंट and we have to give additional teaching to the patient. So it was all about today's session, and next we will discuss another question in our next session.